How's your knee?
My knee's okay. It just kind of gave out on me, but I'm all right.
What'd you make of just this performance overall tonight,
It wasn't the best, but we still got the job done, so that's all that matters. Felt like as a whole, it could have been way much better. We all as a team know that. So back to the drawing board. Satisfied with the win, so back to the drawing board to get better.
How much of it is that you guys have played, a bunch of games in a row where you guys have been big favorites? Are you guys anxious now to play better teams?
Say that one more time?
I mean, how much of it is it you're just tired of playing teams that you guys are big favorites to play and you're ready to play a team that's more on your all's level?
Even though it's coming in being favored, like the highly win, we don't look at it like that because at the end of the day, you got to respect your opponent. So, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. It's college basketball at the end of the day. So, we just come out, pretty much with the same mindset as if we're playing against, Duke or somebody. So it's just like come out being ready to focus and ready to, ultimately win the game.
Texas Southern beat Florida yesterday. How aware were you guys of that? How did that impact, getting ready?
We seen it like all over social media and stuff like that, but like we really wasn't really focusing on, who was beating who, because at the end of the day, we really only care about our team, our guys that we have as a whole. So, we all seen that, and we just know after we seen that, we just know anybody could beat anybody. So like you just can't give people chances really.
TyTy, what did you all get out of the trip to Cincinnati the other day and the other events that were around this game?
We learned a whole lot. We learned like a whole lot of history stuff, especially like stuff that schools and stuff don't teach in today's world. So we learned a lot of background knowledge and stuff like that. And just being with the team, it was a good trip for all of us, away from basketball, just learning about outside world and all that. So it was just an eye-opener to all of us, and we all liked it and enjoyed it.
TyTy, in some of these games, you guys go on a run and you kind of just put the team away, and you kind of weren't able to do that tonight. They came coming back at you. Do you know why that was the case?
They were just playing hard, man. That's a good team over there. They were going to play to the final buzzer, so, every time we were trying to put them away, they were coming back with their own hits of their own. So, just games like that, you just got to, once we can find separation like that, you just got to find ways, little small ways to win, little detail stuff like that. So we just had to grind it out and stick together.
You had 2 fouls in the first half. Does that kind of throw you off your rhythm at all, trying to get going again in the second half? Or
Nah, just make my legs a little sore. But other than that, man, not at all. That's why when we come out for halftime, the warm-ups is very important for all of us. So I just, really keyed in on my warm-up so I could get back in the game just, fresh, ready to go right away. In the second half, I wasn't really forcing anything, like just letting my teammates find me. If I had an open shot, take it. Always really just finding Oscar down low, too. He had a phenomenal game. He's a beast.
Relative to them, you all were much bigger. It's harder playing against smaller guys. You get down here and,
a little bit. Like, smaller guys tend to be way faster. So, and they had a lot of guys on their team that could create off the bounce. So that's what they were doing. They were attacking us because they knew they were smaller, so they were just using their speed to their advantage.
You mentioned you weren't forcing anything even after the bounce rule. That seems to be a real strength of your game. Where did that come from? So many freshmen, when they come in, big recruits, are trying to force things a little bit. That doesn't seem to be an issue for you.
It's just the way I feel like that's just the way I play. At the end of the day, I feel like the way I play is just like whenever someone asks me how do I describe my game, my first thing I always say is winning, because like that's my ultimate goal is to win. So I don't care what I have to do to win. So I know with the team we got, I don't have to go out there and try to score 30 points every single night. We got multiple guys on this team, that can score the ball at a very high rate. So it's just like, if I'm open, capitalize on it, make the shot. Pretty much as it goes for anybody on this team. If you're a shooter, you got to shoot the ball. If you're a finisher, get to the rim and finish. So I just feel like I just did my role good today.
At the same time, people talk about if this team needs a star to take over games, you're probably the best candidate for that. Do you hear that talk? How do you deal with that kind of pressure?
Yeah, I hear it. But I really don't focus on it. I don't listen to the outside noise like that. My family, they do a really good job of telling me you're not. They tell me you're not the best player on the team. do your role, like be a star in your role. And that's the same thing the coaches are telling me too. So I mean, I got the coaches telling me that and my parents telling me that. So they at the end of the day, my parents and my family, they know it's always about winning at the end of the day. Winning takes care of everything. And that's like the standard that's here. I mean, Kentucky's known for winning. So it's just like, come every game, just bring what I bring to the table, and hopefully that just turns out for us to being able to get the win.
You talked about Oscar and his finish. Just what was that like to watch him just scoring every game?
It was really good. I mean, once we both got our second fouls in the first half, we were both on the sideline together, and we were sitting on the bench, and like we were like cheering our guys on. I'm like, oh, in the second half, like I'm just gonna look for you, because like there's no way on their team nearly as big as you. So just get close to the rim. I'm gonna throw it to you. And once we started doing that, and then the rest of the guys started throwing it to him, it was just like they couldn't do anything to stop him.
I see you got a Rodman jersey on. Is he better rebounder than Oscar?
Who? Him?
Yeah.
No, it go like this. Rebounding, it go me, Oscar, then him. Yeah, he be rebounding like good too, but I feel like my rebounding be up there, but Oscar be trying to fight me. Dennis Rodman had nobody trying to fight him. They knew that was his role. But Oscar, he be trying to fight me and Keon, so like.
You don't think MJ was trying to fight Dennis Rodman once or twice?
No, he tried, but like it's like Oscar trying to fight me. I'm gonna grab it at the end of the day. He just too big for Oscar. Like if the ball go up and I jump higher than Oscar, so I'm gonna grab it every time.
You're not a machine.
Me, I'm no machine. I'm no Dennis Rodman. I'm TyTy.
TyTy, you got 3 tough games coming up now. How does your mindset change now that you're going from these tune-up games to big boy games?
I say our preparation. I feel like we're gonna really key in on that as a group of guys. And I say individually, just take tomorrow off. But other than that, back in the gym, perfecting my craft, doing things, working on things that I know I can bring to the game to help us win at the end of the day. So just getting up a lot of shots. Probably get on that treadmill, because I was feeling a little sluggish today. So get on the treadmill and just, worried about focusing on making a lot of shots. And same with free throws. We missed too many today.
Yeah, with this team and the schedule, it's kind of hard to tell how good you are. How good do you think this team is?
I feel like we're really good, but I just feel like, we're still like, we're not at where we want to be at. But we know, like, over time, we're going to get there. So, I mean, right now, we're just, like, cracking the surface. I feel like this game on Saturday is really going to test us to finally see where we're at. And, just going forward, just really looking to get wins.
Do you feel like it was important for this team to be in a game like this today where it was a little bit tight there with 5-6 minutes to go?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it just shows, like, are we going to be able to, stick together as a team and, down the final stretch like that, stick together and come out with the win. And, like, games like this, like, not every game you're not going to be able to get out and run and transition. With teams like that, they were packed in the paint, so it's pretty much a grown man's game. You just got to grind it out at the end of the day, be more physical than your opponent.
I'm assuming your knee's okay, just taped up?
Yeah, I just went up for a layup, came down, it just kind of just gave out. But other than that, I'm all right. And the stuff I learned the other day about that, nothing went hand in hand at all. So it was just like learning about, my culture and stuff like that is always a big plus, because, the school system nowadays, they're not telling you everything that really went on. Like, we went there, they really didn't talk about Harriet Tubman at all. They were talking about a lot of other people that I've never heard of. So, just seeing in the museum and stuff like that, just going around looking at all the art and stuff they had was really good. So me and my teammates, we really took that time, and we were really interested in learning that category.
Was there any single eye opener?
Yeah, there was. I forgot her name, but she used to make I think they were blankets, but they had it on the wall. And it was just every time she sewed one, she had connected, and they put it on the walls probably from 2 of these put together, really. So it was just seeing that and just seeing how creative they were to do stuff with the stuff they had. And then the other thing was just they had to walk 30 to 40 days to get to their destination. I don't even know one single soul that would walk 30 to 40 days to get to where they have to go. So just seeing stuff like that, it was just
Does that experience
wow.
make running wind sprints a little easier?
Say that one more time?
Does that experience of knowing what they did make running sprints a little easier on you?
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, I know when Cal probably seen that in his head, he they walking 30, 40 days. I know these kids can, run all day, so you know how that goes.